If you are stuck planning your content for weeks, filming and refilming, but you never end up posting anything out there because you fear that your videos are not in the level and the quality that you want them to be in, then you better listen now. Because in this video, not only will I tell you, but I will also show you how you can break that loop and start getting your videos out there and start building your personal brand at a higher level from the beginning. So you don't just sit there doing a bunch of testing videos that will never work for you. Ends up being a waste of time. So please sit down and relax as I take you through my process of building one of the best things that you can build for yourself in these times. Okay, so why is the question that you should be asking yourself. Why do you want to make a personal brand in the first place? And the reason is because it will guide how you make the content, what you talk about on your content, and what editing style to use. All of that will be guided by your why, the reason you want to create the brand. For some people, they might just want to grow followers. Let's say maybe they want to grow a following. Someone else may just want to tell your story and that's it. Someone else may just want to make money, like myself and the people that I work with primarily, which just want to grow our business and generate the revenue. So the why matters, because if you just want to share your story, you will be following a completely different path than the guy who's just growing his business. So for the sake of this video, since that's what I'm doing, I'm going to be focusing on the growing your business side, so generating revenue with your brand. So the reason I put this as number one is not because you just have to get it over with, it's like the first thing. No, it's because it is the most important thing. If you miss this, then everything else will just fall apart. You'll be posting content, you don't know what's happening, you don't like your own content, you feel like switching up content every week, you don't have anything that's working, you don't have a proper strategy. All those problems will arise if you miss this part, if you don't know why you're creating the content. Because once you have an idea of what you want to get from your content, then every time you create content, you can just refer back to see if it aligns with your goal. And if it doesn't, just cut it. No matter how much you like that idea or a video that you saw you wanted to recreate, if it doesn't match or align with your goal, then you just cut it from there. So this is one of the most important steps. I cannot stress this enough. And especially for people like me who want to grow their brand, this is like the backbone of everything, if you know what I'm saying. The content, you may not get as many views, you may not get as many followers, likes as you want, but that's not what we are tracking. We are tracking the amount of people coming in, the leads that you are getting, the quality of leads, and the amount of money that we are generating. That's what we are tracking. And knowing the goal for your content will keep you in line when your videos don't get as many views, don't get as many likes, because the sales content, the thing with the sales content is that it is not structured for virality most of the time. Of course, at some points, you're going to need to create videos that are strictly for getting views, but then the other videos will not be optimized for just getting views. They will be optimized for nurturing your audience and, building trust and converting the people that already follow you, your dream followers. So once you have a clear goal of why you want to make the content, so now it's time to actually make the content. So the first part that we're going to look is content research, because you can't just guess. We don't guess. The reason why my content worked and brought me a lot of clients, I knew exactly what I was doing. I knew what the markets, the people that are in my space were doing, were talking about. I knew what people that I want to work with want to hear or need to hear in that case. So I didn't just get up and say, okay, let me just film this video today because I feel like it. Oh, I just came up with this idea in my dreams, I'm just gonna film it. That doesn't work. So you need to do the content research. The people that you want to work with, what do they want? What do they need? What problems are they facing? You need all of this info before you can create the content. Because again, this is for your business. This is marketing. You need to put in the work. This is not for, this is not like some hobby or whatever you think this is. This is actually a business. So you're going to need all the market research that you can get. So go to Instagram, because that's the app that we use. I use Instagram only for my brand, and the people that I work with, most of them, they use Instagram. I don't know who uses TikTok. Go to the search section and then search your niche, whatever your business is, and then you'll find a bunch of creators. Go to the reels section and then watch all those reels, all the viral reels, million plus views. What are they talking about? What are people liking? And then those are going to be your video ideas. Now you have a sense of what people actually need, not what you think they need, because you might have a business, you think this is what I'm helping people with, but when it comes to the marketing, that's not what they want to hear. They want to hear this, which is going to hook them in, get them interested in your service. And then you can go ahead and explain what is the actual solution that you provide to that problem that they have, which they probably don't even know about and or care about. So when you try and make a video about the solution, they don't know about it. They don't care. So your video is not going to do well and no one is going to listen to you. But if you focus on what they want to hear and say what they want to hear, and then they come over, they become your followers, now you have the authority. Now they're going to listen to whatever you want to say if your brand is strong enough. And then you can start providing the solutions that they didn't know, that you know, that this is what they actually need. But they don't want to hear that in the beginning when they don't know who the fuck you are. So the next step is going to be very important, which is writing your scripts or filming. No, actually not film the content. Writing your scripts. Yes, I just said it. You're gonna need to write scripts for your videos. I scripted all of my videos. If you go to my Instagram right now and watch all those videos, none of them were free talking like this one. This one is free talking. I have like how many? I don't know, like 8 points here that I have, and it's like a YouTube video. But this is YouTube. It's different. If you're watching this video right now, as you are watching, you're already engaged. You already want to hear what I have to say. So I don't have to convince you in a small amount of time because you already took the time to watch the video in the first place. You saw how long it was and you clicked on it anyway. But with Instagram, it's a completely different game. No one clicks on your video seeing how long it's gonna be. They don't know. They just want you to get to the point immediately. If you don't, then they're gonna skip. They don't owe you anything. They didn't come to Instagram to watch you. They didn't search for you on Instagram. They just came across you scrolling on Reels. Unlike YouTube. YouTube, you probably came from my Instagram, or maybe you were searching for something and you found me. I don't know. Or maybe you saw it from your feed. I don't fucking know. I don't know how YouTube works. But with Instagram, I know how it works. And if you yap, like how I'm doing right now, people are gone. No one is watching that thing, you know, because unfortunately the attention span is very low on that app. Rightfully so, because I did not come to Instagram to watch your videos. I came here to check some stories, see what people are doing, and now you're trying to convince me with your video that just came up randomly to listen what you have to say when I don't even know who you are. I didn't come here for you. So that's why scripting ends up becoming so important, because the problem with a lot of people when they speak, we tend to just yap and just talk about a bunch of things and never get to the point immediately. But if you script everything, now you have a clear hook which you're gonna plan from the beginning. This is how I'm gonna hook the people in. So actually pay attention to this random guy or girl that they never seen before and listen to what I have to say. Okay, next I'm gonna say exactly what I want to say in the shortest amount of time possible without wasting their time. So you write a script, getting to the point, explaining only the info that needs to be there without the yapping and all the other thing that no one cares about. And then someone might say, I just want to be authentic. I don't want to feel unreal, scripted, things like that. But the problem is simple, is that you don't get to be authentic when people don't know who you are. Like, no one owes you any understanding. If your video doesn't interest them, they're gone. They're not gonna sit there and say, actually, I don't know who this guy is and this video is not interesting, but let me hear what he has to say. There's like 1,000 more videos like that. So they're not gonna sit there and owe you an understanding and listen to you because you are authentic. You can only afford to be authentic when people already want to listen to you. And the only way for them to know you from your content is if they stop scrolling when they come across your video. And the only way to do that is by having an interesting hook, and then following that up by a video that's just gonna get straight to the point. And if they're interested, they will choose to click on your profile and view the rest of your videos. And then now you can afford to be authentic because they now care about what you have to say. You have to think of that as they call it the dream followers. It's the people that find the views video. The views video is the video that just strictly just to get views, not to convert anyone. So they are more broad, straight to the point, fantastic hooks, cool editing, things like that. And then once they know who you are and they like what you said on that video and they decide to follow you, now they're gonna see more of your content. As you post now, you can be more authentic because they already know, okay, that guy knows what he's talking about because I came across one of his videos which was good and I liked it and I followed him. And this is why you can't just go and say, I'm just going to build a personal brand without any planning. More than likely, it's not going to go well for you. But then this is also not an excuse to keep on planning forever for 3, 4, 5 months planning to post your first video. At that point, you are just scared of posting content. Either you don't know what you're doing or you don't have time, understandable, or you're just scared of posting. So if you go to my Instagram, you can check all the videos, starting with the website video that I did, pixels, pexels.com. I wasn't really serious when I posted that. The seriousness started with the sales versus view video. And just see how many videos have I posted. It's not even that much. I had to stop posting just because I couldn't handle the amount of work. I didn't know I was gonna grow so fast. And by growing, I don't mean just followers. The followers, they don't matter, bro. But it all has to do with the type of content that we are posting. If you know what you're doing and you know it's gonna work, it will work. If you don't know what you're doing, just posting, jumping from idea to idea, then you're gonna attract a lot of followers. You're gonna end up having 100,000 followers that don't care about you, don't buy from you, and all they do is just complain every time you change your content. But if you can get this down properly, scripting, free talking, knowing when to use which, scripting is very important. Free talking is also very useful. I'm doing it right now. And it's very, very useful if you don't have time to write your own scripts. Because even me, if you want to work with me, I will not write your own scripts. Because let's say you are, I don't know, you do finances or things like you're an online coach, you do finances. I don't know anything about finances. How the hell am I supposed to write your scripts? You're gonna have to write that thing yourself. But what I will do for you is optimize them. So I will tell you, okay, this line, you need to move it this way and say it this way or something like that. How your hook should be. Is your hook good? Is it bad? How you can fix it? Things like that. So that's what I will do. So if you don't have time to do the scripting yourself, because even if you work with me trying to get some free time, you're still gonna have to do the scripting yourself. So free talking could be an option for you, but requires more work, more practice, and it is way more dangerous than scripting your videos. You're gonna need to put in a lot of work on what you say, which leads to the next part, which is filming. This is like one of the easiest things. If you think you have a problem with filming your videos, this is like one of the hardest things for you. This is like a big problem for you. How to set up, how to talk, then there is something wrong. There is literally something wrong with you, because this is the easiest parts. So this is what you need. This is the only thing that you need right now. You need to go back to the beginning of this video, listen to all the steps that I've mentioned, and then make sure you apply them properly. Once you have everything that I said before set up properly, filming will be the easiest things when it comes to this thing. So I'm not even gonna touch that much into it. I mean, there is another video coming that I'm gonna do strictly on filming. And once you have your videos filmed, you're gonna need the editing. Now, this is my fucking space right here. I don't know, am I still a video editor? I don't even edit my own content now. I don't know. But I did video editing for like the entire year, since last year, around November last year. Up until now, I still edit some of the videos. But I also have people helping me editing my own videos and my clients' videos now. So if you go to Instagram, like a lot of the videos that you see there on my profile are not even edited by me, but it's like the recent videos when I started out, and one of my best videos, actually, they were edited by me. But I don't even consider myself a video editor anymore. I just sit there and give the idea on the video, because the problem with the other that I see with a lot of editors, they are not sales based on the edits that they do. It is not very much branding edits, I would like to say. I don't know if you understand what I mean by branding edits, but it's just a feel that I'm going for whenever I'm doing a video for someone. I want a person that's going to be watching that to feel something. I want them to know that this is your video. I want them to buy into you as the person and not the edits itself. The edits is just there to enhance what you're saying and make it seem professional and things like that. It's literally the job of editing in our space, the space that I'm in. It is not to retain people. You have to retain them with what you're saying. So if you think you're gonna come here and just to record whatever the hell you want to record, and we're gonna give you an edit that's gonna retain the audience for you, then that's not what we do here exactly. We like to brand you, and we use the editing to do that for the most part, and this is what I'm going for. So I just give the ideas, because a lot of editors are struggling with that. So for your own editing, this is exactly what you should go for too. Don't just do 3D animations because you think they are cool. If you look at my Instagram, I don't know if those highlights are still available. If you go back to my highlights, I did some crazy 3D, okay, maybe not 3D, but some crazy animations on some clients' videos, but I never do that on my own videos. Why? Because they look cool, but I just don't want them on my own videos. Why do you think that is? Is it because I don't know how to do them anymore, or is there actually a strategy behind it? Because there is a strategy behind it. Another thing is using the CapCut captions with the purple highlights, what everyone uses. It just looks cheap, and you shouldn't do that. And it's not that you shouldn't use CapCuts. I know a lot of people that use CapCuts that have fantastic edits, but the thing is that when you start using the presets that everyone uses, now your video just looks low quality, like you just did it lying on your bed, and most people will not want to pay you. You can have cheap looking content with the high ticket products. That's just not it. So with me, I apply what I call smart editing. So editing what only needs to be edited. Again, if you look at my content on Instagram, I could have so much editing on it, but I don't, because I only edit what needs to be edited. And my content is doing better now than what it was before. So if you want to do your own editing, because I've just assumed, I'm sorry for that, I just assumed that everyone's gonna be outsourcing that, because again, if you like, I don't know, if you like run a business, you're doing finances, you're doing fitness, how the hell are you going to edit videos? Are you a video editor? I don't know. But if you do want to edit your own videos, then there is some free softwares, or you want to pay softwares, cool, whatever. But what I will warn you, when you're using CapCut, do not use the Alex Hormozi captions, the purple highlights captions, all the overused things. Don't use that. That will make your video look super cheap. You have to create your own things in there. If you want to create captions, take the time and create your own unique style. Yes, it's going to take a lot of time, but a lot of people won't do it. So if you actually do it, guess what? Now you stand out from the crowd. And then you just repeat this entire process for all your videos. Actually, if you're smart, this is what we do for myself and my clients as well. You don't do one video at a time. You do multiple videos. So all these steps that I mentioned, starting with the script, the planning, the content planning. When you're doing research, you're going to research a bunch of videos. When you script, you're going to script a bunch of videos. When you film, you're going to film a bunch of videos and then edit all those videos at the same time. And don't just do one video and then wait like a dumbass and then do another video. Start the entire process again for one video. That's not being smart at all. You're just wasting your time in proving how dumb you are, when you can actually do that for multiple videos at the same time, which can end up taking you like 2 days to do content for the entire week, or 3 days to do content for 2 weeks if you want. But before you post, there's just this one thing that you have to do first. This one thing is so important that if you don't have it in place, all the content that you post will pretty much be null, because there's not a clear direction of what to do once people find your content interesting. They need more info about you. This is a personal brand, not a content brand or whatever. I don't know what I just said there. But this one thing is setting up your Instagram page the right way, making your page ready for you to start posting your content. When people find your content and click on your profile, they just click off immediately and it's just useless. And then you come back to me and cry and say the content we made for you is not working, when you're actually the one that's shooting yourself in the foot. But it's actually not true, because I will help you optimize your page before you can actually start posting the content if you work with me. So we don't face that problem, but you're gonna need to optimize your page from the profile that you have, the bio, which is very, very important, and the highlights. I saw that Instagram recently just brought back the highlights. I don't know why they took them. There was a dumb update. No one needed it. But the highlights and the stories that you post, very, very important. And then the videos that you have pinned on your page, also very important. I also made a video about this on my Instagram. But the most important thing is that you get the first 3 parts right, the first 3 points that I mentioned. If you get them all right, then your content will be amazing. I promise you, you will get the results if you start posting content with that foundation. And if you think there's anything that you still need, which I did not include here, then again, there's something that you are not doing correctly. Go back to the beginning of this video, watch it again, and watch it until you figure out what you are actually doing wrong, because there's something wrong that you are doing. And then the final step, which is still as much important, the reason I put it as last is because I need to emphasize this. Very, very important that you actually post your videos. A lot of people will sit there and plan forever, not even film the videos. Okay, if you don't even film the videos, then you're in your own fucking reality. I don't know what you're doing. You're cooked. The people that I'm talking to is the people that have filmed, have the videos edited, they have them ready. They fear what are people that know them are gonna say when they post this. This is something unusual. Your friends are gonna say this, your family is gonna say this. Now you fear that, I know. So then you end up not posting your videos. Post that video. That video will never, ever be perfect. Don't try to create another video that's gonna be perfect that you're gonna post. Just post the damn video and then do another one and just keep on improving and improving like that. And if it doesn't work, you don't get the results, just keep on doing it. It's free until you figure out what you're doing wrong. Because that's the problem with a lot of people that are doing content. They think, oh, I just need more editing. Oh, I just need, if I can just get this editing. But actually, that's not the problem. We need to figure out what is the actual issue within your content, you need to constantly sit there researching, seeing what other people are doing, figuring out what's wrong with your content if it's not working. It works for my clients, it works for a lot of people. There's a lot of people that it works for. So content is not the problem, it is you and your own videos. So fix that thing until it works. And stop saying I need more editing if I can just get this editor. No, it's not the editing most of the time. It is not the editing. The editing is the last part. If you pay attention to the creation steps, the creation process, not the Instagram page and posting, editing was the last part that I mentioned. It is the last thing that you need. So stop thinking you need more editing. There's actually more important things than the editing. I structured these points in a hierarchy. So I was very smart about this. I didn't just write this randomly. If we have a bad foundation and good editing, that thing will not work. So if you want me and my team of editors, researchers, let's say you don't have time to do all of these steps that I just told you, you want someone who's going to do it for you, or you've been doing content, you've been doing these steps, then you need a clear guidance, you need someone to hold your hand throughout the entire process, then go to the description, book in a call with me, and I will take over your entire content system and build you a top tier personal brand that will work for you. And don't forget to like the video if you thought it was helpful, and please give me some feedback on the comments on how I can make the next one better.